Halfway around the globe in the southern hemisphere on some of the most dangerous hunting terrain in the world. A landscape so wild, so rugged, and so unforgiving, we had to see for ourselves what this incredible country has to offer. 17 years of dreaming, working toward, and saving hard-earned income for a worldwide bow hunting adventure, and the time had finally come to pull the trigger and live life to the fullest. We're hunting an island abundant with animals that aren't even native to the country, with no predators outside of hunters to control them. Himalayan Tahr, chamois, and red deer are the target species, and are all known to be some of the most difficult free-range public land bow hunting challenges in the world. The landscape is incredible, yet deadly. One wrong step, and we might not make it off these mountains alive. They're the largest and most rugged you've ever seen. This is an adventure hunt like we've never experienced before, but one that has consumed our dreams for years. We are bow hunting the South Island of New Zealand. After traveling over 42 hours to get here, we had a few hours of daylight the first evening to hike in and get the hunt started.
Looking at us. He's right up in the crevice up there. He definitely saw us for sure. What do you think of that?
That's pretty awesome.
That's your first red stag you've ever seen?
Yeah. First one. That's pretty sweet. You look like a shooter to me.
No doubt. It's day one here. Mike and I are just hiking in. We just came across this dead red stag, and it's just honestly amazing because here in New Zealand there is no predators, no coyotes, no mountain lions, bobcats, anything, bears, nothing to eat on this. So who knows how this red stag died, if it got shot from another hunter or just died of natural causes, but it's amazing to see it just kind of decompose and go back into the ground that way and kind of provide fertilizer for the grasses and nutrition, and instead of kind of having the ecosystem that we have in North America take place. So very, very interesting. Makes you wonder how long he's been laying here dead. Probably a lot longer than we think, especially since this antler's pretty well bleached out here. Pretty wild.
First evening in New Zealand. I flew for basically traveled for 42 hours, I think, and then got picked up at the airport, drove out here, and Josh and I hiked in probably close to 5 miles back into this spot that should be pretty good. So pretty excited. We found a nice flat spot for the tent. Weather's been great today, so I'm excited for tomorrow. It is day one, first full day here on the South Island of New Zealand. We hiked up here today, saw 13 bull tahr right away. Josh spotted a lot of them up in here. We actually had one probably 100 yards from us, so pretty exciting, along with the stag. We also saw a nice stag last night, so we're in quite a few animals already. We're gonna head back down, grab camp, go up the valley a little bit more, set camp up, and should be in a good area for a game plan for this evening and hopefully the next couple days, but it's looking good so far. On to the next spot.
So New Zealand is such an interesting country, and it is amazing when it comes to the hunting, but the hunting is completely different than everything we really know in North America and especially the United States. From what I know, there is no native mammals that originated here on the North or the South Island in New Zealand other than a bat. Every mammal that's here, the red stag, the tahr, the chamois, the fallow, elk, you name it, everything was brought in or gifted from other countries to New Zealand to establish a population here. And interestingly enough, there's no predators here. No coyotes, no bobcats, no mountain lions. Really the only predator that they have is like a feral cat that's about the size of a normal house cat. So they're really only wreaking havoc on rabbits and songbirds and stuff like that. But it's a really unique thing because with no predators here outside of humans and hunters, these animals really don't have anything that controls their populations. They're so close to the coast that the winters really don't get bad enough to have a big winter kill of anything. And these tahr and chamois that live up high in these mountains, they can withstand a lot. And the red deer are very similar to elk. They can withstand a lot as well. And the temperatures never really get that cold. There is plenty of food availability almost everywhere you go, especially on the West Coast where they get a lot more rain. So because of that, the populations can get in numbers that are completely overrun and out of hand. So much so that the government has multiple times throughout the years went up in helicopters and shot thousands of red deer, thousands of tahr and chamois, just trying to decrease the population and keep the population down, because what happens without the die-offs or the loss from winter kill or predators or whatever else, you have situations where you'll get valleys where there'll be so many animals they'll actually starve themselves to death because they'll eat all of the available food. And so then they're dying of basically malnutrition and not getting enough to sustain their diet. So it's such an interesting thing. There's no tags here. There's no hunting seasons. They have certain ballots to access certain areas for red stag and elk on certain times of the year, just to try to manage for better hunting and limited hunting opportunities, as I understand it. But really, anybody can come here at any time of the year and hunt almost whatever they want with whatever they want with very limited regulation. So it's such an interesting thing. It just feels like all of this area is just untouched. There's so many animals, there's so few people, and it really is a hunter's paradise.
What just happened? It was 2 bulls, you said? Yeah. We're hiking up this face. Josh spotted 2 bulls, probably a couple hundred yards above us. Bedded right here on this slope. My God. You think we can slowly creep up, kind of get in this creek and drop our packs, get up and around, get into range? Got 3 bull tahr spotted just probably 200 yards away, not see the horns of one just over top of the rock. He's looking down back where we came from. Looks like he's on the other side of a rock ledge, just on the downhill side. With the angle, he's probably like 30 yards, something like that. He's right up against a rock shelf. I can see his whole head now. He's kind of looking down the valley. Right here, right here. So close. He was like 20 yards. Instantly saw us. That was exciting. That was pretty close. You see him right when he turned the corner? Yeah. What do you think of that? I was not expecting to get that close on day one. He was right on that left side of that green, right? It says 17 yards with the cut. That was awesome. Let's go find another one.
So similar to the United States, everything that you see behind me and everything we have hunted is public land. They have what they call, instead of public land, it is DOC land, or Department of Conservation land, that is accessible to the public, accessible for hunters, anglers, hikers, you name it. And so that is very similar to what we have in the States with our BLM, our national forests, and things like that. And the awesome part about coming down to New Zealand this time of year in March and April, this is their fall. So if you're a bow hunter and you love bow hunting in the fall, if you come down here in March and April and then you go chase elk and bugles and deer in September, October, November, you essentially experience fall twice a year. So it's really cool to be down on this side of the world, almost completely on the other side of the world in the Southern Hemisphere, and just see things from this completely different perspective. It really feels like you're almost on another planet.
Our original plan this afternoon was to hike up on this left side with our backpacks. We made it a little bit when we saw these tahr, but after doing some more looking and thinking, we're gonna actually go further up. We're gonna get higher and on the opposite side so we can glass back this to this side. There's so much sign here and a lot of feed right here. So being on the other side, we're gonna put a lot less pressure on them. We can be a lot more strategic, see where they come in and out of to feed and bed, and then loop around up high, and hopefully not have to go all the way down to the bottom and up the other side quite as much. So headed back to the packs, we're gonna get up there and hopefully get up there before dark.
This is going to be our campsite for the next couple days. Got a heck of a view. If we get rained in, we'll be able to glass right out of the tent.
We've got a stud bull right here, not far from our camp. Check this thing out. Come look at this. See how his horns go way up and then curl back? Dude, he's a beast. Look at him. Man, that's good video. That's a big one. I think they're gonna work that way because I think those are the ones that came off the cliff, so I think they're going that way. Let's go get them.
back. One is going through the gap right now. He's 76 from right here. You just freaking shot a bull tahr in New Zealand.
I can't believe that just happened on the first day.
That's what happens when you hike your butt off.
We're way up here.
We're a ways in here.
We're way up.
Dude, can you believe that? Did you see where he went?
No, he disappeared. He ran.
Let's try to get eyes on him. He could still be on his feet. I could hear it hit him. So awesome. The background. Oh my god, I'm standing on the rock. It's literally like a dream. Dude, we get on all week and never
this again.
Right there, he's dead.
Oh, no way.
There, that's my first one. He fell right there, he went nowhere.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's a good thing that rock's there.
He went like 40 yards.
Yeah, he went like 40 yards.
No way.
Dude, how about that? Double tar in New Zealand. The bow. See him down there? Right to the left of the rock.
Oh.
Right, come right here.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like he fell.
Can you believe
He
that?
did not go anywhere.
Can you believe
I
that?
shot him just around the corner.
Oh my gosh.
I was a little worried about that. It looked like we were talking. He was like possibly shoulder. We didn't know if it was even in the lungs. Didn't get a ton of penetration, but he hardly made it anywhere, and the other one hardly made it anywhere.
Dude. Was it worth it? Flying across the ocean and coming here?
It was worth it just to be here, but I honestly would not have been surprised if I didn't shoot a thing, or if neither of us shot a thing.
100%. 100%.
I thought there's a great chance that I would not shoot a thing. Did not think I'd shoot two in the same evening.
Of the
On
first day.
First day.
The first full day.
We've seen. We'll have to count them, but
Almost 30.
Probably 30 bulls.
Yeah.
30 bull tar today. That is
That's insane.
that is beyond what I was expecting. On public land, just
on foot.
on foot out here by ourselves and just hiking around glassing.
Point to where we hiked in from.
Well, I can't because it's behind the mountains, but that very lowest valley that you can see way down there where both of these come to a V, way at the bottom of that. I don't know how many miles it was last night, but we're way up here. We're way up here.
Dude.
Let's go look at these things.
I can't wait for you to put your hands on them.
I'm excited. First arrow. First animal with the Matthews. Right against this rock.
Oh my gosh, dude.
They're pretty chunky, huh?
Dude, they're big.
Look at that thing.
Oh, that's a solid bull. Oh my gosh, dude.
Look at that.
That's insane.
Look at those things.
This is the craziest animal I've ever seen.
Look at that hair.
God, he's a good one too.
Is he?
He looks like it.
I don't know, he looks pretty good to me.
I'm happy.
Dude, you must have hit him perfect.
Yeah, look at that blood. Oh my goodness.
He's definitely 10. And look at the coat on him. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that fur.
It's like, it almost reminds me of like porcupine, like look to it. Not texture obviously, but they're so poofy.
You gotta have a lot of fur to get them through winter.
Yeah.
Let's go look at your other one.
There he is. Right there.
He didn't go very far.
No, and he fell away, so
Yeah.
he probably went 40 to 60 yards as well. Oh yeah.
Look how massive he is.
Look at that.
No way.
He's so beaten up from falling probably. These are the most unique animals I've hunted for sure. Look at that fur.
I don't think you realize what you just did. You know how difficult it is to kill a bull tahr with a bow and arrow? There's not many people in the world that can say they've done that. You killed frickin' 2 of them in the same evening.
Couldn't have done it without you, buddy. Thanks for letting me hunt first.
Dude, absolutely. Look at that thing. We might hunt all week and never get another opportunity at even one more, but
Yeah.
it was worth it 100%.
Oh yeah.
It's got good horns on him too. Oh my gosh,
This was
man.
like one of the bigger ones, and
Yeah.
that was close to me.
Yeah.
There were a couple smaller ones close, but this one was a little bit, a little bigger, and I think he was like around 55 yards. I literally got here to New Zealand on the South Island at least like 28 hours ago, and we're already sitting behind 2 bull tahr, and we are way back in here. This is unbelievable. Crazy.
For some reason, I have a feeling this won't be our last adventure here.
Do they measure it like over top like this?
Yep.
So, is that 1 or 2?
So you don't count the line, you count the band.
Oh,
1,
yeah.
2,
Oh,
3, 4, 5, 6,
Uh-huh.
7.
gotcha.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's a big old bull, dude. Nicely done, my friend.
Thank you, sir. I was praying that I'd get a chance at one of these today. God said no on the first group, but we got to 17 yards, which is fun, and then he definitely said yes this time in a big way. Josh was nice enough to skin this thing out for me so I can take this rug home. We're going to do a Euro mount on the horns, and it's been a fantastic evening. I've got some fresh back straps right off of the tahr. Gonna cook them up on the little butane stove and see how they taste. Thankfully Josh brought some Montreal steak seasoning just for this occasion. Psst, psst. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. A little hot still.
It's gonna be rare. Thoughts?
There's a lot of seasoning on it, so it's certainly not bad by any means. Pretty good.
We're way too up high to be able to gather wood to start a fire to cook our meat on that, so we had the old jet boil base we did a little cooking on, but we've only got this one butane container for the full week, so we're having a little backcountry cuisine here. To me, it's some pretty good stuff. We're living life though. It's a beautiful evening, can see the majority of the stars. Good weather, and 2 bull tahr down. Not a bad first day. So where we are hunting here is extremely steep, but it gets much, much worse, especially when you get more closer to the west coast. And there are lots of hunters here every single year that get themselves seriously hurt, injured, or killed just traversing these mountains. It is very easy when you're up high chasing the tahr and chamois and everything else to get cliffed out, especially when it rains and gets wet, which is very common here. The rocks get super slippery, and then when you're going up these slopes, you don't really realize how steep it is when you're on your hands and knees and you're climbing up. When you're coming down and you've got a heavy pack and you're holding your rifle or your bow, it can be very dangerous and very easy to slip, fall, and potentially end up very injured or worse. So it is crucial when you're out here having some kind of satellite communication device like a Garmin inReach. That way you can message SOS or have somebody on dial to be able to fly in and pick you up out of a sticky situation if you get yourself in one. You got to be careful out here for sure. Micah just spotted 3 bull tahr right up at the top of this rock up here. It's got to be from the same group that he shot his 2 out of last night. I got eyes on 3 of them. Oh, I can see the last one. They all look pretty decent. big bodies. We've got rain forecast coming in, so we're decided to make a move on these bull tar. We got 4 of them that were bedded right over here. They're on their feet now. They're just kind of feeding there. We're hoping the wind is good, but we're going to try to make a move before it starts raining on us. Got all our rain gear on just in case. It's not a great position for a stalk, but we'll never know if we don't try it, so we got to go for it. I don't think they're going anywhere. That red deer's walking across the rocks way up there in the corner. He's going to cross over the peak in a bit. Might be best to slowly start working over there while they're on their feet. It's really hard to say what the wind's doing there. Hopefully something similar to this. I'll probably just move real slow because we're going to be exposed this whole time. Wind's blowing like that up there. I'd like to see him go right up over that rise. "200 yards right now. The wind is so shifty. See the one rubbing his horns in the bush? If they bed right there, we're probably going to have to wait. Or if they go up and over, that would be perfect. I think that one is still behind this draw, though. Go bed in there, that'd be nice. This wind is going to make this really, really tough. It's blowing almost every direction. There's only so many places we can walk up in this grass where it's nice and quiet to get close. We just need to sit tight and see if they go to bed or keep moving or what they do. They'd be in a really good position if they went up the draw that they're in right now. It's just that the wind there would be super shifty because it's probably getting in that draw and going straight up. Majority of the time it's going across this face and up. Should work really good if we could just come up right underneath them. But occasionally I'll see the wind gust on their fur and it'll be blowing the exact opposite direction. Whatever we do for a stalk, we'll probably have to make it quick. We won't be able to sit long because the wind's going to shift and mess us up. Yes. Yes. That one got him good. She's bleeding like crazy. He's gonna go down right there. That first shot was perfect.
Yes.
The second one was perfect.
Yes.
They're so tough.
They're so tough.
This one I saw him go rolling down the hill. We just got 2 bull tar down, buddy. Heck yeah.
That was incredible.
Can you believe that?
Nice shooting, dude.
Thanks. It's windier than heck.
It is windy.
I took my quiver off for that follow-up shot. I drew back and it was just blowing all over. I can't believe the wind held out so good. Like once we got on this hillside, it was going almost straight up.
Yeah.
Dude. And then they came right down here in front of us. I've only got 2 arrows left in my quiver. That one went tumbling down right here. I saw him, he laid down and then I saw him fall down, legs going up. That's where these other 2 spooked.
Yeah.
Let's just sit tight for a second. This is crazy. Look at this, dude.
Is this beautiful or what? Look at that. Look at that backdrop.
Oh my gosh. Unfrickin' real. Got these 2 over here. These are the 2 smaller ones. I think I got both the bigger ones. Unreal. First kill with the new Matthews. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh, dude. This is what bow hunters' dreams are made of right here. This is just unbelievable. This view is insane. Micah shot 2 bull tar yesterday with his bow. I just got these 2 bulls with my bow. We plan to be out here for a week, and we've killed 4 bull tar. This has been nuts. This is insane. This does not happen. Not like this. Not to us foreigners. Oh my gosh, dude. This is nuts. This is insane.
Pretty awesome.
I can't believe that.
That was awesome.
4 bull tahr down with the bow. Nice ones.
In like, what, 12 hours probably?
Yeah, yours last
14
night,
hours,
mine this morning.
In like no time. Day 1, day 2.
Dude.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable. This is what we came here for.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just to get to this country on foot is such a challenge in itself. And then to get close to these critters with the bow and arrow. Oh my gosh, this is insane. What a special place. Let's go put our hands on them. Oh my gosh. Look at the blood spraying out of him right here. Looks lungs. Dude. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Nice old bull. That is awesome. Look at the cape on him. That's crazy, dude. Look at that fur just blowing in the wind. That's insane. Well, this is the second one. Let's go look at the first one. Good spotting,
right
pal.
Here, a couple feet from me.
Oh my gosh.
Right in that hole.
He looks like a good one. Yeah, that's all she wrote. Look at that. Oh, he's a good one. He's a good one for sure.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That's a big one, dude.
It's a big bull. Nice work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. I'm probably doing it wrong. It's either 5 or 6. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how tough he was.
Yeah.
That was insane. I mean, that first shot just hit exactly where I was aiming. But it must have been just a touch back. He must have been quartering to me a little bit. And then that second, the follow-up shot was good too. And it quartered down and it came up through his elbow on the other side. I can't believe he was on his feet so long. It's just insane. Look at that thing. Look, he's got a big notch taken out of his horn right here.
That's cool.
He's a big old boy. Dude, that is awesome. Unreal. Well, current update. We're wet. We've got a lot of food left to eat. We're planning on being in here for a full week. So I think we're gonna have some heavy packs climbing out of here. But it's supposed to rain for the next couple days. We'll kind of assess the situation and see what we can do to get out of here and maybe head to some lowland country to chase some stags around. It's been an amazing trip so far. This place is unbelievable.
60, then 3 o'clock's 100. Basically gonna rain from 3 o'clock until dark today, and then midnight till early afternoon tomorrow.
We might be tent ridden for
Like almost a full day potentially.
All I gotta say is this is not a 4-season tent. But we're mostly dry, a little bit damp. The snow kept piling on this side of me, so I'd wake up when the tent was like on top of me with snow, and I'd push it off because it was kind of going through the tarp here. But I'd say it's all part of the experience. And it looks like the fog cleared over here. I can see the mountains behind you. Holy smokes, we ought to be able to pick out those tahr really good now. I'm glad we got them killed though. I think it'd be about impossible to sneak up on them just with the noise and no cover now. I mean, it's pure white. There's a lot of snow up here. Well, we knew it was gonna rain last night, but we didn't know it was gonna snow. We finally got a little bit of a clearing here now, so we're gonna pack up the tent, pack up all our stuff, and make the just over 3,000 feet climb down and 5-mile trip out. See if we can get dry and get into some stag country to chase some stags.
Packing out heavy.
Hunting here really feels like you've just taken steps back in time. In my head, I imagine this being like the United States of America when people first came in and they really first started killing all the buffalo and hunting all the wildlife, basically almost to extinction. And really it just seems like all these animals here, they treat it like it's an unlimited resource, because it kind of is right now. But with time and with increase of population and hunters, I think there will be more regulation, there will be tags, there will be seasons set in place to control these animals, even though they're not native to this country. I think over time you will see more restriction. Well, we made it out of the peaks of the mountains. We're down on the bottom now, closer to the river, and our plan is to shoot up this next draw and stay a lot lower, looking for stags. Maybe we'll be able to see a chamois. There's still some snow up high up there, so hopefully if they go up that high, we'll be able to spot them easier. If not, we'll be kind of down in the woods, in the forest, camping down low, listening for roars, and hopefully chasing them like elk.
We've hiked in about 4.5 miles in this amazing spot. This is one of the most beautiful areas I've ever seen in my life. Snowy peaks, the river running through. We've got a really nice camp spot right here close to the water. We can go upstream and downstream a little bit and glass both sides of this valley, which should give us a really good opportunity to see if there's any stags or anything else in here. Super excited about this spot. It was amazing.
Got a little honey soy chicken for lunch from the old backcountry cuisine. Those stuff ain't half bad. Really starting to like it out here.
getting closer to evening now. We're going to head up here and just do some glassing on this hillside, and hopefully we see some critters this evening.
Well, we're hoping to find a chamois and really hoping to find some stag, but ironically enough, we keep seeing all these bull tahr everywhere, and we just spotted 5 more young bulls up on the top of this mountainside over here. So we're covered up in them, no doubt. Saw 8 bull tahr, 5 nannies, no stag, no chamois. We're gonna head back to camp and probably come back here in the morning, see what we can find. All these trees that you see, if you look in the valleys, it looks like normal conifer trees that we would have in the national forest in the western states, but almost every single one of the trees have little tiny leaves on them. And so once it gets cold enough, they actually drop their leaves, they fall. They're just like every other deciduous tree. So it's really interesting. It's definitely a different country, but it almost feels like an out of this world experience.
Blessed for the past couple hours this morning, we've seen 4 bull tahr, still no stags back in here, so I think they're just not here. Maybe there's some hunting pressure the past couple days or last weekend, so we're gonna head back to camp, make a new game plan, probably get out of here and try somewhere else for this evening. The nice thing about here in New Zealand, the water is crystal clear right out of the stream. Right here it's coming from a glacier, and the snow from the past couple days is amazing to drink. It's awesome.
Camp's loaded up. We are ready to hit the trail. Check out the next valley.
Up to this beautiful lake pond, maybe at the top of the mountain. Got a relatively flat spot here to put our tent for the night.
Well, we've been looking all day, and we decided to come way up high so we could glass a lot of big country, and we finally spotted our first red stag of our stag hunt. And he is way down in the bottom, probably lower than where we started when we started climbing up. And he's there with a hind and a calf. But they're kind of working this way. But he's just a spike shooter, though. Oh yeah, he's real nice. He's got a big frame. You know where he's at? About 5 miles down the creek. There he is. Oh yeah. That's a shooter. New Zealand is known for having the biggest red stags in the world, but I think a lot of people either don't know or they get confused and just think that those genetics and that those kind of stags are everywhere in New Zealand, but realistically they are not. When you see those giant 400+ inch stags, 99% of the time they're coming from a high fence area or some kind of fenced, managed game preserve or outfit, which there's really nothing wrong with that in my eyes. It brings a lot of people here. A lot of people have amazing memories, but you will rarely find a stag anywhere close to that size on this dock land, on this public land, and even on private land if it hasn't been high fenced or genetically managed. So if we get any stag out here with our bow, that would be a huge success, be it a spike or a 4x4. Those would certainly be trophies to us, no doubt. So between last night and this morning, we really have not seen much for stags in areas we can actually get to and get out of. So we're changing the game plans up a bit. We're probably gonna work our way off this peak. There's a trail about a mile down. We're gonna take that all the way back down to the river bottom. We're gonna go way up the river, and then we're gonna glass across the river to the other side.
Bunk beds.
Nice.
Perfect.
Mattresses and all?
I don't think it's cold enough for this, but we have a wood stove if we needed it.
What's that say? Names?
Yeah, a lot of people hunting. Heard a stag on the way over on the other side. That was a couple days ago.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
What a cool
This
spot.
guy, 1 bull tar, 3 deer. Shot 1 bull tar, 3 deer
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
They're
that's
here.
awesome.
They're here.
That's promising, huh?
Look at that.
Visitor's book. Well, let's add some kills to that.
Yes.
From a couple of good old bow hunters from the States.
Let's do it. The cool thing about this spot is our view, because we've been wanting to see this whole hillside across the river from us, and I think if we just walk out 20 yards from this hut, we can see everything, probably, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 miles at least of hillside that we want to see to glass for stag.
I'm just letting it ride. I did drink that really fast.
I'm trying to film here.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
It sounded like a frog or something.
Every time you do it, I have to restart.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Oh, I think I got it. I think I got the clip beforehand.
What do you see?
2 hinds and a nice stag. Just right over here across the river.
Where's the stag?
He's the one on the right.
Okay.
2 hinds on the left. Are there any more? I think he's like a 4x4. Like an 8-point stag, I think. 8 or 10, something like that. Not big, but definitely something we'd shoot.
Should we go over there?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We grabbed our waders. We're gonna run over there. We got maybe 20 minutes of shooting light left. Hopefully we can pull this off. Towards the edge of the trees. Same spot.
Or something. He boogied. Shoot. Close. I could barely make him out in the rangefinder. He would have had to been really close to get a good shot. He came down a little bit. Like, see the rock? Yeah. He came down. He's by that bush on the right. Gotcha. He's right there, looking this way, broadside. Okay. I looked at him with my bare eyes. I could barely make out his body shape. I pulled up the rangefinder. Yeah. And could barely even get on him. Yeah. It would have been near impossible to shoot. Just too dark. Yeah, it is. Dang. Close go.
Really get the big ones going. What do you got there, buddy?
We've got some apple pie for dessert.
Oh, wow. It's a luxury.
It is. This whole setup's a luxury. It's pretty nice in here. It's cold and windy outside. It's supposed to have like 45-mile-an-hour winds tonight and maybe a little bit of rain, so this little shack will be nice.
Not a bad place to be. The bugs are fierce. We're doing everything we can to try to turn up a stag.
It's the last morning here in New Zealand. We've got just a couple hours of hunt before we catch our flight out of here. Jesus, stag. cutting this way. He's kind of pushing that spike around over. They are going to come this way, it looks like. Let's get back here and look around again for you. Since we slipped over the edge, they might have seen us go. Yeah. We're still looking for this stag here around the top of this. We've seen 4 hides down here, but we haven't seen him, so we're just gonna keep pushing and looking. No. Well, that was fun. Saw 7 of them. I think so, yeah. Including probably the biggest stag that we've seen on this trip. Should roll. Yeah.
New Zealand, a landscape filled with deep canyons, sharp edges, gnarly drop-offs, and stunning valleys. The terrain is unique, but the animals that now call it home are even more profound. This adventure is one we'll look back on with a grateful heart for safety, success, and unrelenting adventure that God has blessed us with. For those deciding whether it's worth it to chase your dream and live life to the fullest, let this experience be a testimony to the incredible opportunity this world has to offer. Trust the Creator, take the leap, and make the most of life. We only get one on this earth, and what we choose to do with it truly matters in eternity.